Hello folks, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the book review of The Play of Consciousness. See, it is our 144th video. 44th video. Okay, the chapter we are going to review is 38th chapter. And the heading given to this is The Secret of Renunciation. You know the meaning of the word secret. Okay, what is renunciation? Renunciation means, in simple terms, giving up. You give up something. Okay, that is renunciation. You see, now you know the style of Swami Muktananda. The first sentence of the chapter itself is like dropping a bomb. Okay, he will say, dear Siddha students, or my dear Siddha students, and then he will drop a bomb, which will be the gist of the whole chapter. Okay, so here also he says, it is certainly true that through renunciation one can find great peace. The Lord himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, endless peace comes from renunciation. Okay, so here the topic itself is not about renunciation. It is about renunciation, the secret of renunciation. So there is some secret buried in the act of renunciation. So, and he says, Muktananda says, see, there is a difference of opinion about renunciation. There is the order of things, there is difference of opinion in the order of things to be renounced. Okay, so what do we have to renounce? What do we have to give up? Do we have to give up our homes, or our religion, our dress, food, or the family, or speech? What do we have to give up to get peace of mind? Do we have to go to the forest? Do we have to live only in a cave? Do we have to go to the foothills of Himalayas and do tapas? Which will give us peace of mind? Endless peace of mind comes from renunciation. So what do we have to renounce? When do we have to renounce? How do we have to renounce? These are all the secrets. By renouncing this, how will we get the peace of mind? So these are all the discussions in this chapter. It's a very big chapter. Okay. And Muktananda himself, he says, through meditation, you can quieten your mind. There is no doubt. You can calm down your mind through meditation. But how will you get the peace of mind? And so, is it true that this yoga, meditation and renunciation are all meant only for sadhus, only for ascetics, only for sages, or for common people? And Muktananda says, see, I happened to read a book written by a Russian yogi. There he has written, I am a real sannyasi because I have only a book and 2 pieces of bread. That's all I have in my possession, nothing else. I have renounced everything. Then, you know, people, the public will come to get darshan from darshan of Swami Muktananda. So people come, they gossip, they give a lot of information. They like that. Once there was a chat going on. Then somebody was talking about a person. You see, when you think of the sannyasis, the sages, the sadhus, you know, some people, they do away with food. They don't eat anything. Some will eat only if they get something. They will not go in search of food. But if somebody gives them something, they will eat. Otherwise, they will not eat. Like that, there are so many categories of sadhus. And these people, when they were talking, to Muktananda, they were talking about a person. They said, Babuji, do you know, there is a man who doesn't eat anything on his own. There are 6 people around him to take care of him. When he is taking bath, whether he is getting correct food. And you know, one of them feed him. Only if he is fed, he will eat. Otherwise, he will not eat. Like that, he was praising that man like anything. Then, Muktananda was listening patiently. Then Muktananda said, in what way that man is a great man? He needs 6 people to take care of him. Look at me. I live in a small hut. I eat my own food. I eat my food with my own hand. That means I am not depending on anybody for feeding me. Whereas this fellow needs 6 people to feed him. What sort of sannyasi is he? I am far better than him. Like that, he gave a reply. So, again, Muktananda is analyzing. In olden times, for deities and devatas, they used to give, they offer, and they do bali. Bali means they cut the animals and they give the blood to the deities as food. Is that a good habit? Is it a kind of renunciation? Or running from home and taking refuge in a ashram? Is it renunciation? Or changing your dress to white? Is it renunciation? Changing your white dress to saffron? Is it renunciation? Or doing away with the dress? Is it renunciation? What is meant by renunciation? Like that, he is raising a lot of questions. Then, he is talking about a book titled Yoga Vasishta. You might have heard about that book, Yoga Vasishta. Actually, it is written by Valmiki, sage Valmiki. And you also know that Valmiki is the one who has written the Ramayana also. Isn't it? In this Yoga Vasishta, it's a book where there is a discussion between 2 great men. Who are the 2 great men? One is Sri Rama and the other is Maharishi Vasishta. Okay, and so it is a discussion between Sri Rama and Maharishi Vasishta. They are discussing about the spiritual matters. So that is what all the discussions are written in the book by the name Yoga Vasishta. And Muktananda is telling something he is telling a story from Yoga Vasishta. Okay, it's a very big story. Okay, anyway, let us start. So he is talking about the emperor of renunciants. That is, he is talking about a king by the name Chitshakthi. Chitshakthi. That is the name of the king. Okay. He was a very good king and all the prajas were very happy under his ruling. But the king was not having any peace of mind. He was good, but he didn't have the peace of mind. So he met many sages Mahatmas, sadhus, rishis and munis. He talked with everyone. He talked about these matters. He didn't get any answer for the question how to get peace of mind. He also knows that peace follows renunciation. But what to renounce and how to get the peace, he didn't know. So thinking, after a long thought, he decided to renounce his kingdom itself. He decided after a long thought. Then he called his wife, Maharani. Her name was Chudala. So he called his wife and he said, look, all these years you have been taking care of me like anything. You have been more than a wife to me. I love you so much. But I don't have any peace of mind even now. I have everything, but still there is something lacking in my mind. So I have decided to go away from this kingdom. I have decided to renounce the post of king. I want to go somewhere, sit in peace and meditate. And coming to the Maharani Chudala, she was a great yogini. She has already attained mukti. But she was serving the king. She was doing her duty as a wife. She understood the world as it is. He said Queen Chudala was perfectly capable of ruling the kingdom fearlessly. For anyone who has been blessed by Chitti and in whom spiritual wisdom has arisen, the business of running a kingdom would be an ordinary matter. Because he who has acquired the strength of Chitti can assimilate the universe into himself. So Queen Chudala has reached that stage. The queen knew perfectly well what was going on in the king's mind. She had followed the path taught by her guru and had perfected the yoga of meditation, through which she has gained the knowledge of past, present and future. She felt that the king's ideas about renunciation were mistaken. But she knew that mere reasoning would not make him understand, because his mental maturity has not reached that stage where even if she is going to explain to him about the matter of renunciation and getting peace of mind, he is not in a position to understand. He would understand only according to the state of his mind. So, in which state he is, like that only he will understand, even if I tell him the highest truth. So, therefore she agreed to let him go. Okay, if you think that that is the way to get peace of mind, please go ahead. Like that, she told. Okay, so I told you this is a very big story, and so it will take 1 or 2 more videos to explain the whole thing, but doesn't matter. Muktananda has taken the pain to write pages and pages about this. So let us also be patient to understand this. The rest we will see in the next video. Bye bye.